the Pisces. Cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hey Scorpio, welcome to your June 2019 reading with me. This month, you guys, I wanted to incorporate oracle cards. So June is a combination of Gemini and Cancer season. First 2 weeks is that Gemini energy, and Scorpio, that's a really important house for you because Gemini is your 8th house and you are the 8th house for everybody. So you're definitely going through transformation, death, rebirth, all those very intense, intimate things that it's pretty much home for you. So I'm going to keep that in mind. And also, we are going through Cancer season and the summer solstice at the end of June. So that's a water energy. That's going to be your sister sign. Yeah, guys. Okay, and that's your 9th house. So we've got you learning some things about transformation. We've got you transforming what it is that what you're expanding. So basically expansion and transformation, which is a hell of a combination. So let's just go ahead and get started. So yeah, I have my Indigo Angel deck here, which is a card deck that I always use for light. It's a very light vibration of cards. I only bring it out on special occasion. It's that air energy. Okay, this is Gemini season, and Gemini is the twins. So I really want to balance light and dark. I do this for Libra. I do this for Gemini a lot. In my Libra season, I usually take out these 2 cards too. They work really well together, oddly. And so this is the deck that I use for the dark, the Wisdom of the House of Night. I love using this deck for Scorpios because it works more with what's under the surface. It works more with the mysterious, the unseen. So we're going to start the reading out by getting you 2 cards to represent something that you know, the light, something that you're already clear about, something you're already aware about. Okay, but then we're going to balance that out by looking into the dark, which is something that you may not know, Scorpio, something that's going on under the surface and at a subconscious level. So the light and dark to me is seen and unseen, right? Light, the absence of light, the known and the unknown. That is how I interpret the light and dark. I don't think this is evil and good and all that shit. It's the seen and the unseen. And we can thank Gemini season for showing us that duality. So let's go ahead and start with the Indigo Angel deck. What is the message for Scorpio for June 2019? What are they aware of? What do they need to hear the most from this Indigo Angel deck? We have 2. I'm not sure if I'm going to take this one. Yeah, I am, because it's just too powerful not to. So, self-reflection and trust. Now, I'm pretty sure there was another sign that received self-reflection. It might have been Gemini. I think Gemini did. So if you guys are dealing with a Gemini, you may want to check their video out. But this is like a message about trusting your self-reflection. Trust came out like this. So there may be something that you guys are trying to trust, but the fact that this didn't show itself is like you may have to trust in something that you can't see. You may have to trust in something that's unknown. And it has something to do with self-reflection because this card definitely came out for you, okay? The self-reflection card did. So there's something you already know about that. Now, the bottom of your deck is shielding, and some of you guys are trying to protect yourself. Some of you guys are feeling certain vibes around you that you're picking up on that you literally know you're going to need to protect yourself, right? Spiritually. And I think this is still that Scorpio full moon energy kind of dwelling because we are not fully out of the Scorpio full moon until the Scorpio new moon. So we've got 6 months of this energy, but the Sagittarius full moon is going to take over Scorpio, and it may not be as intense after the 15th. But up until the 15th, I mean, I have felt it all month long. I felt it from May 15th to June. Like, I have felt your guys' energy. So you guys are in this deep transforming process, which is why the universe brings in Gemini season for Scorpio to even more intensify the 8th house so that things that need to die absolutely die. And you guys know how that is. You guys are the 8th house of death, so you know how it is when something just absolutely needs to end in your life. It could be a person, a place, a thing. But trust me, whatever is decaying will crumble. Let's get your dark energy, Scorpio, something that you don't know. We already know you need to trust. We already know you need to self-reflect when it comes to what it is that you trust, where your trust is going. And this has everything to do with the full moon in Scorpio I'm seeing. what is the message for Scorpio? What is going on subconsciously? What is it that they need to know from this deck? Something that they may not know, something that they may be hiding. What is the Scorpio message for June 2019? Scorpio message for June. Okay, summon. And we have playful. Okay. I do feel some of you may be dealing with a Leo. Some of you guys may be shielding yourself, protecting yourself from a Leo. Because when I was shuffling, I seen the Strength card, I seen the King of Wands. Those are all Leo vibrations. It could be Aries, Sagittarius as well, but for the majority of you, there's definitely a Scorpio dealing with a Leo. And I'm not sure what's going on with that. And then I see playful, and there's a little tiger on there, so that's Leo energy. So Scorpio, what you don't know is what's summoning beneath the surface. There's something deep that is emerging. Okay, when a Scorpio summons, look out, because they're summoning something right from the depths of the underworld. They're summoning it from the deep subconscious forces of the universe. You know what I mean? And it's going to be something that's transforming. It's going to be something that's pure. So that's what, I'm not saying that you don't know that, Scorpio, but there's more that you could know. This is what's going on beneath the surface. Something is definitely summoning in your life, but what you do know is that you need to self-reflect a bit more. Look yourself in the mirror, right? See yourself as someone who's divine, right? Someone who is deserving of love. We're going to read from the book from this, but what I'm seeing here is someone just needs to trust in what they're, and I said that this has everything to do with the Scorpio full moon, because you can see that this angel here is holding like some kind of orb of light in his hand. And that always reminds me of the moon. Okay, it always reminds me of, you know, somebody's soul, what someone feels, but it's light. It's an orb of light. And I feel like it's the full moon. So you know what it is that, you know where your trust lies, Scorpio. You know where it is. You know what it is. But you just may need to reflect a little bit more. Okay, and remember, this was reversed. So I feel like some of you guys are coming into a time period where you know what you shouldn't trust to. If you know what you shouldn't trust, you kind of know what you should trust. Let's look in the book. We'll talk about self-reflection first, since that's the one that kind of came out. And this is kind of like just a bonus message. Self-reflection 39. Okay, self-reflection. This card asks you to review your life. Yeah, Gemini did get this card. The angels guide you to see yourself as the indigo spiritual warrior that you truly are. It's so easy to look back on your actions and feel guilt for the things that you've done to upset others. But that time has passed, and you don't need to bring that energy with you going forward. See yourself as divine. See yourself as a divine soul who's doing the absolute best that you can, given the circumstances and your existence. As an indigo, you are designed to fight against which no longer serves humanity. So you're designed to fight against what no longer serves humanity. And this requires nothing more than being yourself. Admit what's most important to you and ask the angels to guide you to these goals and wishes. Okay? So yeah, there's something there about reviewing your life, taking a look in the mirror, Scorpio, okay, and seeing yourself as seeing your spiritual self, not your physical flawed self, seeing the most pure version of yourself. Okay? Now, there is something here about guilt when it comes to some kind of action somebody took. So be very careful of seeing guilt in the mirror. Like, you need to release that. You don't need to bring that energy going forward into July. Okay? See yourself as a divine soul. Okay? That's what you need to trust in. Okay? And know that you're just doing the best that you can, Scorpio. So hopefully that message helped. There's something you already know about that. Oops. Now let's look at trust. Same book. Let's look at trust real quick here, and then we'll look at the dark. So, yeah, this is telling me that you just need to trust in what you see. Trust in what you see in the mirror, Scorpio. Trust in what is being reflected back to you. That's what I'm hearing. Now, we go to page 47 here to find out more about this. Yeah, there's something being reflected back to you, and that's hella Scorpio moon energy. Like, the moon and water is a reflecting energy. The water is reflecting. The moon is a reflecting thing. The moon controls water in the ocean. So there's just something here you need to trust about what you're seeing. Trust what you see. Trust in what's being reflected back at you. So trust is a card that asks you to trust that there's a purpose to life. Keep faith that the chaos you see around you has an underlying meaning of divine design. When times are hard, indigos can feel that the world has been orchestrated to work against them and that there's nothing fair. The truth is that your viewpoint has not yet expanded enough to put your problems into perspective. As you age, you will see that what seems overwhelming and unbearable now is only a minor hitch. Trust that there's so much more out there, including magical experiences. You will see how balanced the world has the potential to be. Take this card as a reminder to preserve, stay strong, and believe in yourself, because the world needs you more than you may know. Okay, a couple things there, Scorpio, before we move on. Okay, there's something here about your purpose that you need to trust when it comes to life. Keeping faith, and some of you are going through chaos around you, but it's about knowing that there's a divine design to it. Okay, during these hard times, it can feel like, the whole world is against you and that nothing's fair. But trust that your viewpoint has not been expanded. That is what I wanted to talk to you about. The truth is that your viewpoint has not yet been expanded enough to put your problems into perspective. That will happen when the sun enters Cancer. Why? Because the sun is our perception. The sun is our viewpoint. In the 9th house for you is Cancer. So your viewpoint is going to be expanded at the end of June. Okay? And you need to trust in what you're seeing now in reflection to what is shown to you then. I'm telling you, I love that came up for you. It really, really sticks out to me, because I know that you need to transform and potentially kill an old way of seeing yourself, Scorpio. I do see that as well, that there may be an the old shell of you, basically the caterpillar, like you as a butterfly is no longer identifying with caterpillar qualities. Do you know what I'm saying there, Scorpio? So take this card as a reminder to persevere, stay strong, and believe in yourself. I'm going to let you guys sit with that, because it's coming up in the position of what you already know anyway. This is the light. The light always has no problem showing you things, giving you clarity. You're even holding a light. So it's all about trusting in your own light, in your own reflection, your own purity, Scorpio, okay? That's trust and that's self-reflection. But under the surface, because of all that, some of you, this is going to be extremely reassuring, because there is a rumble that I'm being shown right now. Underneath the surface, just rumbling. It's something that's summoning, it's resurrecting, it's emerging, and it's coming from underneath. I feel a very sensation of something rumbling from underground, which is basically, that's a sign that something is getting ready to evolve, something is getting ready to emerge, something is getting ready to come up. Whatever it is, it's coming from deep inside you, Scorpio. It's coming from the underworld again. There's some kind of summoning, and June 13th may be important for some of you. This may be when something is summoned. Let's just go ahead and read from the book. I think this mentions words and how we can summon things with our words and our thoughts. So just be very careful, because Scorpio, June, what you don't know about June, what's going on under the surface about June is this summoning, this grand summoning. And whatever it is coming, and it will be here by July, I'm hearing. So summon is on page 52. Let's read about this bad boy. When you choose this card, it is a symbol to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward. How do you communicate with your powers, or with me, your goddess? Now is the time to pray, to meditate, to acknowledge the sacred in every experience. Don't take your next step lightly. You have the power to summon your spirit, summon your courage, and summon even me. You are inquiring about something important. Breathe and wait for a sign before you act. Choose another card if you need more understanding of my wisdom for you. You know what, Scorpio? I'm going to choose you another card, because you got 2 cards for this other message, and it says to choose another card, so I'm gonna. But first, how do you communicate your power, Scorpio? How do you communicate with God, with Goddess? How do you pray, meditate, and acknowledge sacred energy in every experience? Don't take your next step lightly, okay? There's something going on in July that is very relying on the energy in June. So be very careful of the moves you're making, okay? Because you're summoning shits, okay? You have the power to summon spirit, courage, anything, pretty much. And you're inquiring about something important, most of you. Most of you clicked on this video for something very important. I want you guys to think about that thing now when I pull this other card. So breathe and wait for a sign before you act. We're going to choose another card so that we can have a more understanding of this wisdom, and we're going to read from the book from this extra card as well. Give me another card here for Scorpio. What are they summoning? We need another card for summoning spirit for Scorpio, June 2019. Clarify summoning. We're choosing another card for summoning. The summoning card. What's the other card with it? Give me one more card for Scorpio to put with summoning here. June 2019 energy, Scorpio energy. Another card for summoning. What are the other messages for Scorpio? No, okay, that almost just happened. And the playful is at the bottom again. After all that shuffling, I stopped at the same place it was before. What? Okay, this is freaky. That card is the one that just shot over. So it's playful. It's playful. Like, you guys want to play around a little bit. Like, that's kind of scary advice to give a Scorpio, but what I'm being told to tell you is to get playful when it comes to rituals. You know, get way less serious when it comes to rituals, because this full moon was a clapback for you guys. Like, this is about summoning certain shit that you need, whatever it is. Bottom of the deck is hope. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius. So some of you, remember that Leo I was telling you about? There's Leo Aquarius energy here. This is a Leo for some of you guys. This little lion, this little kitty or whatever. Let's read playful, and then we'll get going on your tarot cards for June. This is on page 114. Playful. My child, life is not always so serious, Scorpio. Choosing this symbol means it's time to lighten up and be playful. So some of you guys are summoning. You're trying to invoke. That's another word coming up here. Summon, invoke, call. Some of you guys are trying to bring forth a more playful energy. Like, you're wanting to be happier. It's summertime, you know. So there's a lighter energy here that's being summoned for you. No matter what you are asking about, this is the time to have a sense of humor. Smile and go do something fun. Life has a way of answering all questions when you're not looking. Wouldn't it be better if you were enjoying your life rather than just sitting around waiting for what you want to happen? Don't take yourself so seriously. It is a time to lighten up and be playful. Know that when this symbol appears in your life, the fun is about to start. Holy shit, like that, I just heard like kind of a sinister laugh in my head, because the fun is about to start. What? And this is what you don't know, Scorpio. This is what you guys need to hear, because you're hiding this from even yourself. Like, this is some kind of secret. This is the dark message, something that you needed to know more about that's going on under the surface. So yeah, the fun's about to start. Apparently some of you guys are summoning a version of yourself that's way more playful, way more lighthearted and less serious. Okay, you guys are summoning the spirit of like almost mischief, almost I don't know if that's quite accurate, but it's there. It's kind of a neighboring energy of mischief, but it's lighthearted, it's fun, it's innocent. Okay, so we've got summon, we've got trust and self-reflect. Okay, so there's something you need to trust in here, Scorpio. You need to trust. Both of these cards have light coming out of the hand. Okay, you need to trust what you're seeing here. So, you know, it's really crazy, but I've always said Scorpio is the purest sign. So much so that your light is symbolized by a light and your dark is symbolized by a light. You can summon your own light in times of darkness. You can summon your own clarity in times of confusion and, you know, unknowingness. Scorpio, let's go ahead and get started. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer, or this is just your own fears, shadow side. I just shuffled, and before the reading, it was the moon. So there is something that you don't know. And I think in this case, it's you don't know what's being summoned through your energy with this Scorpio full moon cycle. But let's break down June, okay? I don't know if you guys watched last month, but I took a card for each week of the month. We're going to break this whole June down by week. I liked it like that. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Scorpio for June 2019. Let's check on the first week. Now, some of you guys, there's a Sagittarius offer here. This didn't come out all the way, but we've got a Sagittarius. I don't know if this is about the full moon in Sag, but someone here may be dealing with a Sagittarius who is emotionally unavailable, or you guys are waiting on a specific offer to or from a Sagittarius. Some of you guys may be emotionally bored, Sagittarius energy. Okay, let's see if we get a card come out for you though, Scorpio. Now, some of you just need to stay patient in times of emotional boredom. Like, you're really bored emotionally, staying patient for this energy. We have the Three of Cups coming out, Scorpio. Okay, now I'm recording this on, oh goodness, I'm recording this on June 11th, so we're already into the second week of June. This is the first week of June for most of you. So most of you have already experienced this energy. This is a fun social energy. There's 3 women here. Okay, it could be a third party for some of you. I'm not sure yet. We gotta wait till we get the other cards. It's social energy. This is a collaboration. It's 3 or more people coming together to collaborate emotionally on some kind of idea. It is emotional energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. A lot of women here. So it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman watching, there are 3 significant women energy. But the bottom of the deck is concerning because I've got 3 dark energies. The 9 of Swords, the Devil card, and, hello, the 5 of Pentacles. All of those cards have a significant dark aura to them. Black, black, black. Okay, this one's in the back. But I will, however, incorporate this 9 of Swords with this 10, or this 9 of Swords with this Devil. So we've got some toxic anxiety here. We've got some anxiety linked to codependency here. There may be a Capricorn link to this anxiety. Okay, here we go. We'll look at it like this first, Scorpio. Please keep in mind that there's a devil behind this energy. There's a demon, there's a shadow side, there's a codependence, there's a toxic, there's a obsession and addiction. Something is going on here. Okay, the first week of June, I don't know what's going on. Some of you guys may be drinking a little bit, going out and celebrating. To keep your mind off of this. Keep your mind off of what you feel during the late hours of the night when you're trying to go to sleep. Because someone here has nightmares. There's a nightmare here. I don't know if any of you guys had a significant nightmare about a female in your life. But pay attention. Well, I mean, this is already in the past. So some of you guys had some anxiety the first week of June. Had a hard time sleeping maybe, stayed up late, thinking negatively, laying in a bed of thoughts, having anxious thoughts, worrying. And it may or may not have to do with a Capricorn or just something toxic that you feel chained to. Like, this is a very dark mindset. The devil is already subconscious anyway. So I done picked up on a really dark corner of somebody's mind watching. Like, there is addiction here. Some of you have an alcohol addiction straight up, and you're up drinking at 3 a.m., right? And you're doing that in order to, take the edge off of some of these damn swords. You could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well, because we have a lot of air here. But this is your own mind, this is your own fear, your own shadow self, Scorpio. And now, I'm not saying that you guys aren't dealing with a person, because I do think this devil is a person that you feel chained to. It could be lust. Some of you guys, I do not want to channel this, but there could be like some late night lust, porn, masturbation. Like, you guys want to pay attention. Now, I've dated a Scorpio before, and I'm not going to get too much into this energy, but over the years, I've learned a lot about Scorpio. You guys rule the sex organs. You guys rule sex and intimacy. You are the 8th house of sex. So I don't know if there's someone here who's going to resonate with this, but it's like lust is on the mind. And so what I was going to tell you, it's very creepy talking to you guys about this, but I don't judge, and I'm just the messenger. But you guys want to pay attention to your sexuality being heightened, needing to release sexually more, like orgasm and stuff like that. That may be on your mind late at night, but I'm telling you, underneath it is toxicity. Because you want to always pay attention to that, Scorpio. I've always said that sex is like a 7th sense to Scorpio, or whatever, a 6th sense. Okay, it's a completely different language that you guys speak, and it's way different with you guys. You guys are way different than any other zodiac sign could ever be when it comes to sex, because you're born with knowledge about what sex really is, okay? But because of that, sex is a thing that you guys have to kind of master. Like, you guys kind of have to, like, it's either a good thing. It's like, it can be a good asset to you that helps you communicate and helps you pick up on sexual energy, or it could be your greatest downfall. So I'm just picking up on some anxiety here. Some of you it's a Capricorn, others of you it's lust, staying up late at night. The porn, the masturbating is way more heightened. And the only reason I'm saying that is because that is a very strong indication that a Scorpio is stressed out. When you guys are even more sexual than usual, it's because you're requiring intimacy. You are trying to fill the void that you're feeling mentally, like all this anxiety. You guys know it's getting uncomfortable to talk about this, right? But I don't choose the cards. Okay, there's some lust-related anxiety here. There's something you're chained to. There's a Capricorn here that you feel chained to, that linked to this anxiety. It could be a friend of yours. There's just something. Okay, we'll leave that alone because I know you guys know about that. You know, you guys rule that dark energy, and you guys know what's going on late at night. You guys know that this is honestly a very devil, like, it's a very toxic mindset. This worrying, it's become toxic. All this worrying, the sleeping, like if you're not getting enough sleep, or I guess laying in bed and thinking negatively before sleep is causing somebody nightmares. I don't know if someone had a dream that they were sexually abused. I'm picking up on that too. Like someone had a dream that involved sexual abuse, or it involved like darkness, or some of you guys are having some of you guys are having like sexual dreams. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Second week of June, please. What's going on for the second week of June for Scorpio 2019? We have the King of Pentacles, another Capricorn. What's going on? Some of you are dealing with male Capricorns, or very masculine Capricorn people. Could be a Taurus. This is usually my Taurus man. All right. Or woman, whatever. But yeah, there's something going on here. Okay, some of you guys have significant earth sign friends that you go out and drink with. Okay, might be a Capricorn. You know, the Capricorn is showing up twice now, but we got Virgo here. We've got a Taurus too. We got a man with money. Okay, and let's see here. I mean, I'm gonna need more cards. I'm gonna get 2 more cards for the end of June, but we got the first 2 weeks of June. And this is kind of where we are now, Scorpio. If you're watching around June 11th, that's when I'm recording this. You guys have already experienced this. There might have been some kind of celebration the first week of June, drinking, whatever. Now, the second week of June is focused on security and stability. Now, this may be you if you are a masculine representative watching. If you identify with masculine energy, this is you. Or if you're female energy, then this is probably a man in your life coming in. Very wealthy, hard worker usually. Doesn't have to be an earth sign. Just very logical person. Very logical, grounded, stern person. I'm feeling Taurus, which is your opposite sign. If you're dealing with a Taurus, that's really interesting, Scorpio, because they're the opposite of you. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. Okay, this person, this job, whatever this is, this is the King of Pentacles, whatever this King of Pentacles is representing, there's an underlying energy of in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't know if this is someone who's kind of there for you sometimes financially, because the Knight of Wands is my Sagittarius card. And I'm not trying to rag on Sagittarius, but the reason why Sagittarius is connected to the Knight of Wands is because this mug is very mutably, he's passionate, he's like has ADHD when it comes to passion. Like his attention is so sporadic, you know, because everything's an adventure. Everything is just, it's for the fun, it's for the excitement. And I don't ever want this person to change, because this card is that card for a reason. Sagittarius is that energy for a reason. Other people who take on that energy, they need to go through their own path. You know, they'll become the King of Wands when it's time. You know, but as far as this is like a passionate message for some of you too. I'm getting a few different interpretations from this. For some of you, this is an earth sign who is in and out of your life. For others of you, this is someone who has money. You may be codependent. I did pick up on some codependency or an addiction. Someone here may be addicted to a certain person, place, or thing. It's obsession, Scorpio, maybe even. I'm picking up on a lot of those vibes, especially the first 2 weeks. But also, this may be a passionate message coming in from an earth sign the second week of June. If so, just be mindful, Scorpio, that the Knight of Wands comes as quickly as he goes. And that may be sexually related to, that might be a sexual innuendo. I don't know. I just know the Knight of Wands, it depends. Some people are into that. I'm into that sometimes, you know. It's attractive. But commitment issues, you know, which is not typical for an earth sign, not typical for a King of Pentacles. He's very, very committal. But there's just some energy here, okay, with this Knight of Wands. Passionate message, I'm not sure. It could be a Sagittarius with earth energy. It could be an earth energy with Sagittarius energy. Let's keep going though, Scorpio, and see more about what's going on here. So what is the third week of June for Scorpio? Give me the third week of June 2019 for Scorpio. What's going to be going on? Give me 1 card to represent that week of energy. Third week of June for Scorpio 2019. What's going on? Third week of June. Oh, the Seven of Swords and the Lovers. What in the heck? Okay, something's going on here. Alright, we got a Gemini showing up. We've got the Ten of Swords. Oh, well, it just flipped over to the Four of Swords. So some of you guys are going to be healing from a painful ending. It could be with a Pisces or a Cancer, or just some secrets. Somebody gets into an argument, maybe with a Virgo or an Earth sign. But this is how the cards laid when that card came out. The Ten of Swords, and it flipped, and it showed me the Four of Swords, which is right here. So I think the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords are both important when it comes to the third week. Oh my goodness, Scorpio, there's something going on. This is a very, very intense week. We have the summer solstice this week. We have the full moon in Sagittarius, which could very well be what was being said here. We have the Cancer season coming in. So there's at least 3 major shifts this week, but there's probably way more. The underlying energy for this is the Hanged Man. Neptune retrograde is another fucking thing happening this month, okay? And as a Pisces, I'm definitely going to tell you that is going to change some shit up, okay? This is the card for Neptune retrograde, and it is the card for Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces, so it's going to be something, okay? I don't know if there's a sacrifice here that was made the third week. You may have to sacrifice something in order to see something differently. Maybe dealing with a Pisces or a Gemini energy specifically. But I feel like this is about Neptune retrograde too, which may or may not be happening. It's happening at some point at the end of June. I think it's happening right here. I think this is about Neptune retrograde. And, you know, Pisces is your 5th house of romance, children, creativity, soulmates. So Neptune going retrograde is really going to take you to the past when it comes to love. We'll talk about that at some other time though, Scorpio. Hopefully I can just get on here and talk about all these planets at some point. But yeah, there's something being sacrificed here, okay? It might have been financial, because I did see the Two of Pentacles, which is right behind this card. So somebody was juggling 2 different things for too long, and they had to sacrifice one of these things, whether it's a job, it's a choice financially maybe, or a choice related to an earth sign that's juggling. But yeah, there's something here that you're seeing differently. And this card came out for you guys, I think on the Gemini new moon. I think the Gemini moon, you guys can watch that video if you want, but this card has come out for Scorpio over the past month, because I think you guys are sacrificing certain things, you know, and it could definitely be a job, because I just pulled the 8 of Pentacles, and now I have the 10 of Cups. So I don't know if it's a home environment or a job. Somebody's working really hard at emotional fulfillment, but I wanna take a look at the last week of June so that we can start talking about some of this. What is the last week of June for Scorpio 2019? Give me one card, and it's that 10 of Cups that just came out. So that was important, okay? Bottom of the deck for the whole reading is the 5 of Bloody Wands. So competition, conflict, energy kind of going all over the place, you know, a lot being expressed. We'll talk about that when we get to the underlying energy of this message. Oh, Scorpio. Let's take it from the top, okay? I know we already passed the first week of June, but it helps to look back and see what was going on. So we have the 3 of Cups as a card for you for the first week of June. 3 women socializing, collaborating together. Not socializing, I already said that. It's another energy for like chit chatter, you know what I mean? Gossip, there we go. Yeah, it's emotional energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's usually my card for friends, like gossiping among friends, 3 important women. It could be a third party. Some of you guys are dealing with more than one person. If you are a female watching, then you may not be the only female in someone's life. If you're a masculine watching, you probably don't just got one female in your life, because we got some women here. Now, this is a toast. It could be a wedding, some kind of ceremony, some kind of celebration. You could have been celebrating something. Okay, it's a very happy, jovial energy. I like it. It's people coming together, at least 3 people coming together. I see 3 females. All right, 3 important women all together celebrating the first week of June. Okay, I like that energy. You guys might have had a drink or something like that the first week of June. You know, it is Pride Month, so some of you guys could have went to certain gay prides or whatever. That's just for some of you, obviously. Very mysterious though, Scorpio. I don't know if you guys felt mysterious. You guys might have felt mysterious about how this energy too, because I'm feeling that right now. Like, the 3 of Cups, happy energy, but what's going on here? So I don't know if you guys were like doing certain activities at the first week of June, but underneath the surface, you're like, what is being summoned? Like, I'm feeling it's like it's quiet. It's too quiet. It's kind of like a meme that I saw the other day. It was like, I can't really explain it. Memes are hard to explain when you don't have the picture. But it was like when life is going good for at least 3 days, and it had this picture of like a very concerned person. So, the first week of June might have been quiet, too quiet, to where you're wondering what the hell is going on under the surface. When is the ground going to start rumbling and breaking beneath my feet? That's what I'm feeling a little bit for some of you guys. Others of you guys, it was just, social energy, partying, having a few drinks. Remember, though, this was the Nine of Swords and the Devil. So there was you guys might have some toxic friends that you might need to get rid of. Again, we already talked about the lust and the dreams and whatever's going on. I think that's very private. Sometimes things come up in readings that are private, but someone needed to hear that. Someone's going to resonate with that, and I'm going to let you guys think on that. We're going to move to the second week of June now, okay? King of Pentacles energy. Earth sign men, if you have any earth sign masculine people in your life, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they may be important this second week of June. It might be your energy. Some of you watching may have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart significantly. There is a man here with money. Okay, the King of Pentacles, I try to stay away from him, honestly, because I have people like this in my life, and to be honest with you, he's just not. The King of Pentacles is not, he's like sexy, okay? He's very stable and everything like that, but he's not emotional enough for me. Some of you may be feeling this about a person in your life too, like, sure, I'm fed, I got a house over my head and stuff like that. You give me money sometimes, but this is he's a provider, but he doesn't really hug you. He doesn't love you. He doesn't kiss you. He doesn't, you don't feel the emotional connection with him. And that's just me. I have a lot of earth energy in my chart, so I could definitely be biased. But that may be coming up for a reason, because he's very stable. He's half the time he's at work. That's why I don't like the King of Pentacles. It's Virgo energy, Taurus, Capricorn, so serious and at work all the time. He's a family man. This is the family man or woman, like father figure or whatever. But I don't know, Scorpio. I guess I gotta be careful not to taint your reading with my own bias. But that is coming up. There's some kind of man with a pentacle, focused on his job. Now, let's just change the energy here and talk about how important it is for you to be financially stable the second week of June for some reason. Some of you guys are going to be really focused on work. You could be picking up hours at work. You could be just doing certain things in your life, making certain changes in your life to where you feel grounded and stable. You're putting your foot down, trying to be more independent on your own, to hold this pinnacle on your own, okay? So changing your budget a little bit, like the King of Pentacles, he has mastered reality. He is the master of the tangible things, very materialistic. Like, he rules the materialistic. He's the master of his own wallet. Okay, he wants to be wealthy. He's thinking about the future. He's concerned with a stable home. You know what I mean? So a wealthy man, there may be a wealthy man here, takes you out to get drinks or something like that. They may be a friend of yours next to the Three of Cups. There may be an earth sign third party who is very relevant the first 2 weeks of June when we're still in Gemini season, your 8th house. This is the time of month where you're going to be still transforming, okay? There's definitely an earth sign. Some of you guys are friends with an earth sign man. There's a friend, this is a friend, and it's a man, and it's an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. It could be a woman too, but I'm seeing for some of you that's important to mention, that there's this man who goes out to drink with you guys, or he's just like one of the girls. I don't know if he's gay. There could be a gay man here. I'm picking up on a gay. I never have done that before, but I pick up on a gay earth sign man for some of you guys. You guys are going to know if that resonates with you. It may not. I do feel like some of you are in a third party, though, meaning that there's not just two people in this relationship. There's a third force. It might be a job. It might be, a child. It's just there's a third element that is affecting this relationship. There's 3 or more things to consider, people to consider, places to consider, feelings. This might be feelings, might be 3 different things that you feel. I do say that sometimes with the Three of Cups. Scorpio, moving on. We have for the third week of June, remember, this is so important, summer solstice, fucking Cancer season, full moon in Sagittarius, and that's going to be in your second house. So no wonder you're getting really tight with the wallet, because you're getting ready to go through a full moon in your second house of finances. So yeah, you better get stable, right? Some of you are like, I need to really get stable here. Like, and if you're a woman, you're going to take on a very masculine energy when it comes to your being the breadwinner of your house, you know? Anyway, the third week of June, what? Straight up, somebody's cheating. Now, with the Lovers and the Seven of Swords, like, this is blatant. Scorpio, I can't sugarcoat this. And I'm a Pisces, so I want to. Like, I want to make this sound magical. I want to make this sound... But you guys like the truth anyway. You guys want it raw. So, you know what? Yeah, this is obviously someone out there, there's some cheating going on in a relationship. Somebody does have some kind of cheating energy. Like, the Seven of Swords is deception. Okay, it's a lie. It's cheating. It's trying to get away with something. And it's with the Lovers. So for some of you, it's a Gemini. There's a Gemini here that cheated, or you're cheating on a Gemini, because this is the card for Gemini. Now, this is also the card that comes up for twin flames. It comes up for, I don't know if someone's at a distance. Someone might be in a long distance relationship. And so while you're away from someone physically, you may be emotionally investing in someone else. There may be some cheating that's going on with someone while they're far away or something like that, Scorpio. I don't know if it's you or the other, but, you know, you guys may have a choice to make about this deception. The Lovers card is sometimes a choice. It might be a third party. When you put the cards like this, I do feel like there's this earth sign who may be a third party. Now, somebody here, it might be a friend that's the third party. Others of you, it's the person with money. You live with this person. They financially support you or something like that. Or there's some kind of tangible relationship that you guys have still. And it's very much linked to that third party. See, that's the thing. Sometimes third parties don't have to be actual people. It could be an energy. The fact that you're involved with someone else financially still might be interfering with this beautiful connection here. Now, because there is a very beautiful connection the third week of June, for sure. Like, the Lovers is, but, you know, you got to look at what it's attached to. And it's attached to the Seven of Swords. So just keep a lookout for deception, lying, cheating. Be very careful of trying to get away with something, or someone who's trying to get away with something. This is a really intense energy there, Scorpio. It might be a choice. You know, you want to be careful not to deceive yourself with this Seven of Swords. You may just have to take back something that was taken from you. So just be careful of that. Okay, like, this is a very, very interesting Seven of Swords in the Lovers. Definitely some cheating here that it may be. Just be very careful, Scorpio. You guys are super psychic anyway, so you're going to know if you're being deceived or lied to in a relationship. Alright, there just might be a choice here. You may have to choose between two people. And, you know, when you choose a certain person, the other person's obviously going to feel like you're a liar, you're a cheater. So, you know, this could be a number of things. But I think the third week of June, some of you guys are going to really find out about someone trying to get away with something. Maybe some dishonesty. But I think you guys wind up on a good place, because it looks like you guys are left stable. Okay, it might just be a new relationship. You know, that you cheat, you have to cheat on someone else maybe, and, you know, you're connected with this other person. Because the end of June is the Ten of Cups, and you guys know that this card came out a few times. So, yeah, Scorpio, this is about your emotional fulfillment at the end of June. Emotional fulfillment, very important. We've got some children here playing. We've got a happy home environment, all right? This is abundance. And it's a completion, like feeling complete emotionally. So I don't think the third week of June is that, like, it's not that trying. It's not that taxing is what I'm looking for. Because you end June feeling very abundant, feeling very complete, you know. And this could be a relationship, a home environment, family stuff, or all of the above. So I'm not concerned, because I think you guys are getting stable. You guys are already aware of this. You know, bottom of the deck, Five of Wands, Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, female Leo energy, and we have a Taurus here. Alright, there's a fire sign here linked. Some of you guys are married to a fire sign, but you're going to have to stand up. Yeah, look at this. We have a male Scorpio here that needs to stand up with the Seven of Wands. This is worth fighting for. You guys might be guarding something emotionally. You guys are extremely on guard emotionally and hanging on to something. Now, Virgo got this message in their reading. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, you may want to watch their reading, because this right here is a conflicted mind. Okay, somebody is back and forth in their mind about this conflict, for sure. Like, this is definitely something that, it's a decision, Scorpio, that you may be in the dark about, but you're very conflicted mentally right here. Just like the Virgo was, they got the same message. There's a decision that is causing conflict. There's competition mentally. You're back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is very much mental conflict, something that needs to change. Remember, one of your cards talked about being very careful of your next move, which I think is exactly what you're doing here. And then, of course, we have this Queen of Wands. This may be you taking action. This may be you trying to master, you know, your passion, your temper, your expression, manifestation. It's a Leo woman for some of you. Some of you may have a decision to make about a fire sign, because we got a fire sign here that may be causing conflict. Specifically Leo, could be Aries or Sag as well. Some of you, there's a third party. This is the other woman sometimes. I don't know if you're the other woman, or if there's another woman here, the Queen of Wands. I always want to remember, and she's coming up under the Lovers. So that is a third party. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, you know, this is her. One of you, it's your guys' friends. I hope you guys don't find out that, like, one of your friends, like, got together with, like, an ex or someone you were interested in, because this Queen of Wands is definitely over here. She's right here. I think this is the Queen of Wands. Okay, there's a woman here. She may or may not have blonde hair. And there's also someone here with brunette hair. And there's a redhead too. I don't know, guys. And then we have a Taurus hanging out over here. But I think this is about commitment. I think this is about your faith and tradition. Like, some of you guys are going to wind up with a traditional home. Like, the tradition of your home, the dinner table, the breakfast, the dinner, the lunch at dinner, maybe even prayer. Some of you guys pray before eating. Like, that is what I think of when it's a traditional home. Like, maybe even game night on Friday night. Like, someone here is very concerned with a grounded, traditional home. And you're going to need someone to commit to that. If they don't want to commit to that, if they want to, like, be that Knight of Wands who's in and out, Scorpio, it ain't going to work. This is about what you believe when it comes to emotional fulfillment and standing up for that, okay? So, holy crap. Scorpio, you had a little bit of a longer reading, so I'm sorry if it felt like I was rushing at the end, but I don't want the videos to be too long, because I want people who don't have time to be able to watch and get the message too, because these messages be coming out for people. So if this resonated with you guys and you would like a personal reading, please look in my description box for any additional information you might need. If you have any questions, my email is there as well. This was a very specific reading. So this is for someone. If it didn't resonate, you know, just find a different reader or wait till next month. I might pick up on your energy then. So happy June, Scorpio. I hope you have a great month and a great summer solstice. If I don't see you on the Sagittarius full moon video, then I will talk to you guys in July. Bye.